Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Thank you, Dr. Strange. Hello, Steamboat. It's me, TC. I feel like I haven't seen you forever, and I got greatness. Catherine Peterson.
How are you, Tone?
I'm great. How have you been?
Good.
Let's talk kids first. You got a 5-year-old playing the trumpet.
I have a 10-year-old who's in 5th grade, close though, on the numbers. It's hard on Monday.
See, it's Monday.
Yes, she decided to learn the trumpet.
And we're putting this on Dad.
Completely. It's his fault.
You're not a...
I cannot read music.
No, nor can I. Rick,
okay.
you? A little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well,
smart people.
outdone.
Yep.
But yeah, so it's his fault. He played the trumpet a long time, and we happen to have a trumpet.
Because it was his? Mm-hmm. And did we, leave it out for the girls to find?
No, it was in the attic. But ironically, she picked the trumpet, and so he, got it out of the attic and cleaned it, the whole thing. You could look on my Instagram.
So that's what you got out of there. You got a clean attic now.
Yeah, do you know how big trumpets are? Not that big.
All right, so is she getting into it at all besides what you said, chasing the dog?
Well, that's her very favorite activity is exercise and trumpet at the same time, is chasing the dog with the trumpet. Yeah, the dog's not pleased.
No.
Yeah.
Earmuffs for the dog, you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the plan.
Did they make those?
Yes, they do.
Oh, good.
For dogs that go to shows and concerts and whatnot.
Right.
All right, Fidelity Mortgage.
Yep.
Let's talk business. Way back in the days, you helped my family and I purchase our home. Forever grateful.
Oh.
You made the process extremely easy, comfortable.
Good.
Do you hear all this stuff from all your customers?
Not all of them, but most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah, yeah.
How long have you been doing this now? Because way back when I was elbows up in real estate stuff, you were, I recall maybe president of the APC for me? You were?
I was. I did that, yeah.
Who were you with back then?
Yampa Valley Bank.
Yampa Valley Bank, that's right.
I worked there 10 years
10
and then
years.
Left now 6 years ago to open my own branch, which is crazy.
Now,
It's
what
gone by so fast.
was it? Other people going, "Hey, Catherine, you could do this on your own."
Shockingly no, but I felt like it was time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I was like, all right, this is all I want to do, and this is where my passion is, and that's what I'm going to do. So.
And was it you, Catherine Peterson, then other people? They're like, "Oh, you have your own place? I'm coming to you." Was it that easy for you to get the clientele or not?
It was and it wasn't.
Okay.
So there was, before I had furniture, I had people bring me their financials, which was awesome because I don't know if I would trust someone without furniture with my taxes. But I luckily had a really good base of friends and base of clients. And so it
a lot of word of mouth.
Yeah, a lot of word of mouth. So, but it built up fast, and we've got 5 people, including me, working there, and that's really fulfilling to help out.
All right, tell people what Fidelity Mortgage does, what you encompass. Give us a quick.
Really, we're a mortgage banker,
Okay.
so we help people purchase or refinance. They're a little part of Steamboat,
Yeah.
and we would love to help locals. We're pretty local centric,
Yeah.
and that's really been my passion, is keeping locals in town.
Nice. Now, when I'm a local, and I'm like, hey, friend, you should move to Steamboat. You want that new person, right?
Yes.
Because you've got, I feel like you've got a knowledge of this entire valley.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of things because we went through the whole downturn, and that was fascinating because houses that you were like, holy cow, there's
Yeah.
a house that's this yucky.
Yeah.
And they kind of pop through in those bad times, and so it was really fascinating to see just all the changes
Yeah.
and everything else that's gone on over all the years. So yeah, we've seen basically a lot of properties in this town.
So how about the growth factor? I'm going to assume you have your pulse on what's going on around here, whether it's schools or housing or developments or contractors offering up solutions to our housing problem.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this whole solution? You got to have something.
Gosh. Yeah, I think there's a lot of ways to do things
Yeah.
creatively. I think that certainly a lot of it is just everybody working together and collaborating on the best solutions, because it's not just going to take one brain. It's going to be a combination of affordable housing, affordable lending, all of that kind of in one.
Yeah.
And certain things too, a lot of it is stepping up and doing it in steps.
Sure.
My first place here was in Stagecoach Townhomes. I
Yes,
love
ma'am.
that place.
Me too.
So that's where I met a lot of my great friends. So, and then we bought a house in Stagecoach, and then we bought a house in town. It
Yeah.
was like this little progression.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to kind of spell that out a little bit.
Now, you've seen it, and it comes from both ways, whether it's Hayden coming
Yeah.
into town
Yeah.
or Stagecoach or
Yeah.
Oak Creek coming into
Yeah.
town. How about the contractors and the guys that are coming and offering us solutions? Do you ever get a chance to sit with them first and say, here's how you might want to look at this?
Yeah, luckily, lately that's happening more and more.
Yeah.
And that's been exciting. I helped out with the Fox Creek project
Right.
forever ago now. I actually just saw one of the buyers there last night. It was awesome. 'Cause
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I love it over there. You helped me. You don't even remember, but it was so long ago.
But you do remember.
Yeah. No, it was really fun to be involved with that. But it's, yeah, certainly. I mean, I've been to some of the affordable housing
Yeah.
meetings and things like that, and the question is always, can you lend on something that's deed restricted? And absolutely, that answer is yes.
Ooh.
So I think it depends on what the deed restriction
Sure.
says, but there's lots of great ways to figure out how to make it all work for everybody. And yeah, they do certainly. I met with a couple of them last week. So.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you disclose anything? Or
No.
See, we always get these high and mucky out there, and they know all this stuff. Let me ask you this. VRBO.
Yeah.
They seem to be pushing and moving, and a lot of people or I should say second homeowners, some like the options. But as I'm reading and keeping track of things going on, it seems like neighborhoods aren't down with the VRBO. Do you hear that, and do you know anything that's going on with that at all?
Not really. Most of the time, really what I'm seeing is if people rent at VRBO, can I count the income? And that gets hard because they have to report it. They have to show a history of it.
Yeah.
That's really the question I get about VRBO.
Okay.
But luckily, I don't hear a ton of it other than if somebody really hates their place because it's just in and out, in and out. But
Yeah.
it happens probably less than you'd think. We've, it really depends on the neighborhood, I'd say. But we certainly haven't heard much about it because keep in mind, I stay in my office and I run geeky numbers a lot.
You do?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a geek.
You
You knew that already.
I knew, and apparently nerds and geeks are like, they're on the
are
forefront.
they?
You're taking over everything. Analytics, sports, modeling, all of it. So
Because that's not how it was in junior high.
No.
No.
We were scared and intimidated by your knowledge. Now we need you
Finally.
all the time. How about what's coming in the future? Do you see any trends or changes, maybe specifically in Steamboat, that people might be looking or waiting for?
Well, one of the things I'm super excited about, and this is just kind of my own opinion, is Hayden. They're doing so many cool things,
Yeah.
like the schools and now they've got that adorable coffee shop, and it's like really turning into this awesome little community. And I honestly feel that way about Oak Creek as well. It's got a lot of great things.
Yeah.
So that's so exciting to see because we really haven't had these, great bedroom communities, but we're really kind of. I'm so excited about Hayden right now.
Sure. And do you see a lot of people going into the building side of things as well? I feel like there's people I knew who were either real estate agents or maybe even a whole nother industry sliding into building and construction. Do you notice that at all?
Well, a little, yeah. There's so much demand, and they're trying to get things done. Prices are, of course, going up with building, and there's not a lot of contractors. I just did a tenant finish on my place, and it was like pulling teeth to get the last few bits of it done. So
Really?
I understand what it's like to try to get some things done. It's tough.
Do you have any shortcuts for people, or a little quick?
Oh.
No.
No, I'm also in sales, so I know how to call people a lot. So I just call them and call them and call them. That's my strategy.
Yes. And they're like, gosh, she's going to keep calling.
Right, I should probably call her back now.
And they do, and you get it done.
Eventually.
All right.
Yeah.
Is your office going to expand at all? Are you going to find a need for that? Or are you good with the Super 5 you got?
We're great with the Super 5 we've got. I'm super happy, and I think we can take on a lot more with the 5 we've got.
Yeah.
So luckily I think I'm good, but
Good.
I'm like, yes, 5, that's good.
That's huge. I remember when you had 1, 2.
Yeah, well, there was just me for a while, and then there was 2, and then yeah.
What's the best way for people to reach out to you if they have some mortgage lending questions?
Email.
Yeah.
Catherine at fidelitymtg.com.
Okay.
Or call 970-761-2245.
That's too many numbers. Say it again.
970-761-2245. Yeah, I'm a little tired.
What?
It was a busy weekend.
What did you do this weekend?
Let's see. We art walk on
Yes,
Friday.
yes.
First Friday art walk.
Yes.
So fun.
Yes.
The raffle was the crazy.
Did you win?
No. And then also Saturday was a wedding. Yep.
Lauren Davies?
Yes.
Time. Just this personal PSA moment. How do you know Lauren Davies?
Well, Cole, so my husband used to work at the bank as
Okay.
well, and Cole took his spot.
Yeah.
And then Lauren, I used to work with her, so I walked with her all the time.
Do I know Lauren Davies? You know me. Do I know her?
Probably.
Okay, because oddly enough, last week my sister-in-law shoots a note to my wife and I says, do you guys know Lauren Davies? She's getting married in Steamboat. She's my neighbor's sister down in Denver. And I'm like, I don't know if we know Lauren. And Kel's like, no, does she need a house? What's going on? So you were at her wedding.
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh, so fun. It's probably the last person I know that isn't married because I'm old, So I was like, oh, this is the last wedding. But it was so fun. Just, great outdoor steamboat wedding.
Awesome.
Depot for the reception. Biked home at midnight. It was
Really?
in a dress. It was cold. I wouldn't recommend that.
Were you sober?
Maybe.
That's what we do here. Hello, Steamboat. Thank you, greatness. It was great to see you.
Well, I have to bring up one more thing. We have a class.
Get out.
So
You're
on
teaching
Wednesday,
people?
I know, it's shocking.
What's going on?
So Wednesday we've got a first-time homebuyer class.
Okay.
From 5:30 to 6:30.
Where at?
At the board of
Okay.
Realtors office.
All right.
And Martin Dragniff from
Yes.
Colorado Group and I are doing it as a service to the community. It's totally free.
Martin, he's a great person to have instruct. That guy, he's in depth. I've always liked the way he handles himself. Always.
He's so smart,
He's
too.
so smart.
He's so smart. And just work ethic like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. So Wednesday's the class.
Yep.
Do they need to register to show
Yep.
up? What do you want? Where do you want to register?
Email. They can find it on Facebook as well.
Okay.
The Facebook event. Or they can call, whatever works. But but it's totally free, and that's why I'm here.
Is this your first class, or have you been doing this?
We've done it before.
How has that been?
It's been great.
Yeah?
Yeah, people loved it. Got a bunch of good information, and
Nice.
we're just kind of doing what we can to help people and get their questions answered
Yeah.
in a non-stressful environment
In a
because
nice
we are
comfort-
kind of fun.
Do you have
Watch out.
Do you have beverages and snacks?
We have snacks, but not beverages. We want them to listen.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
All right. There it is. Catherine Peterson. Not Pedersen either, for those who've been saying it, all right? Knock it off. She's too nice to tell you. Fidelity Mortgage, reach out if you have any questions. And what's your sports thing? I know we've talked a little sports before.
Mine's football.
Yeah.
Broncos. But I only got to see half the game yesterday because I had another event last night. I know, it's been a busy event weekend.
You need to prioritize.
Our trails.
Well, you got the
event.
win. Well done, Orange Crush.
I know, I was glad. And which luckily I saw the good part of the game, not the more stressful part. So it's perfect. So next time I won't leave so that we almost don't win.
All right, we'll keep you close. You come back again, talk to us about these classes you got going up. You're going to do more, obviously.
Yeah.
And bring Martin. Make him get up and come in with us.
I know, I should.
He'll be fun.
Yeah.
Catherine Peterson, you guys stick around. Hello, Steamboat. We'll be right back.
Hello, Steamboat. How you doing? Got a new show for your viewing. Having breakfast, just keep chewing. And with your support, we'll be cruising. Hello, Steamboat.
After all the jacks are in the boxes, and the clowns have all stacked.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Nick Lagorga. I'm here practicing another song for my show on YouTube, Good Morning Acoustics. You can follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Acoustics, or you can give me a like on Facebook at Good Morning Acoustics. Thanks for watching.
Hello, Steamboat is recorded live from the Chief Theater.
Boom. Hello, Steamboat. Thank you, Dr. Strange. It's me, TC, coming to you live from the Chief Theater. It's Monday. Is it the 11th? 10th. The 10th. Okay, so tomorrow, 9/11, and there's going to be some events and things going on. So take a look in the happenings as well in the Steamboat Pilot today, or go to steamboattoday.com and check them out if you're interested or you want to get some pics or take part. That's obviously something that we are never going to forget. I know there's some kids that get out and they put some flags down at the bank. That's a regular thing that has gone on here for several years now. So if you're interested and you want to be a part of any of those activities, check them out, steamboattoday.com or your Pilot today. Saw the chief of the chief. He's back from his traveling. Said to make sure I let you guys know Steamboat is magic in the month of September. And you can go online. You can check Facebook as well. But we've got John Armstrong coming September 21st. Nick Paul, September 22nd. Eric Ross will be here September 22nd. Nick Paul's at 1. Eric's at 3. David Kovac is September 22nd at 6 p.m. And then there will be a closing gala with all 4 magicians at 8 p.m. on September 22nd. You can buy a magic pass to attend all the shows, or you can find them individually if you're interested. Magic is always fun to see, and you can bring the kids as well if you're interested. Let me recap something else real quick if I have my notes. the high school soccer team took on Centaurus at Dudley Field. It was the second game, and they kicked butt. I got to call the game with Vladen, and it was amazing. We got over there and had an incredible time. Dudley Field, actually, it's one of those great things, just like as I'm now coaching and directing the youth. They got the parents on the far side, and they have the teams and the broadcast on one side, so that's good. We don't hear too much of that griping. And I know the center referee and the linesmen who were there, and I want to give it up. Again, as I've always said, I don't want to be a zebra or put the whistle in my mouth ever. Those guys did an incredible job. You got to understand, Centaurus, I believe Coach Bowman said they were ranked #1 possibly in the state here at the time. They knocked off Broomfield 2-1 the weekend before, and was going to be a huge game for us. Murphy Bowman opened up the scoring in the 6th minute with a goal, and then a young man by the name of Ramirez for Centaurus got it tied up. Then Nunez for Centaurus scores, and they go ahead. And then Castor for Steamboat gets a header. We tie it up 2-2, and near the end of the game, Quinn Connell with a beautiful header served in by Riley Moore. We get the win 3-2. Now let me tell you, if you guys were watching World Cup or any other football, even high school, it gets chippy, and the kids they let each other know. They have no qualms about telling each other how good they're doing, and the referee did an incredible job at the end. Normally the kids would get to the sideline, line up and shake hands, give a good game. There was a little incident between the goalie and one of the players, our goalie and one of their players, and the ref caught it immediately, separated them. Kids tried to pretend. I'll say pretend because you never know when you start going through the handshake line what's going to happen. He nixed it. He said, nope, you guys played a great game. It's over. Go to your benches. And he did it that way. So kudos to the center because I think he alleviated the problem immediately. And that's well done with youth sports. If you got a chance to see what happened to Serena, it is what it is, and I don't want to delve into it too much. I was watching a lot of it late last night. I watched some of it early this morning. I'm going to try and reach out to Loretta and Bill Conway and see if they can come on and just give us a little professional insight. They've been in the industry for years. And when you hear people first say it was a sexist act by the umpire, that's strange. But then when you hear Novak Djokovic and Andy Roddick and John McEnroe and Rafael Nadal all have come to the defense of Serena, saying he probably could have gave her a warning. He did escalate the situation, and that's unfortunate. And it did cost her a U.S. Open title. It did allow the 20-year-old Osaka, first Japanese-born player to win the tournament. And then as I get goosebumps tonight because I love sports, to think about Serena going back out to ask the crowd to respect Osaka's win and treat her as the winner that she deserves to be. It was well done, and it was incredibly classy. And again, I just want to not go too deep. I'll get Loretta and Bill on, and we'll get their thoughts because I'm sure it's something that they've probably known or experienced when you talk about coaching. And if any of you have played competitive tennis, you're not allowed to be coached by your coach during the match. He slipped a thumbs up. The referee felt that was, or someone felt it was a coaching maneuver, and Serena was benefiting from it. And if you haven't seen the ramp, Serena let it be known that's not something she'll ever be done, and she wanted an apology, and we'll see what happens. I know the umpire was escorted off. Normally they give the umpire an award after the final match, and they did not do such thing. They didn't even want to go through it. So well done to the U.S. Open for that. Chili. Should we tell them real quick what we did? All right, I got to judge some chili. They hooked up with the farmer's market. It was incredible. Lee was one of the guys, and Lee made it great. He was the chief judge, and he said how he did it was he stepped in and asked if he could do it. He knew the neighbor, and he was going to step down, and Lee said, I'll do it, and hooks up with Lisa. She reaches out, finds some individuals who like chili and maybe will at least show up and make the effort. And we did it, and we got a little video for you. Why don't you check it out? We all got to have goals in life. By the way, it's me, TC, down at the farmer's market, getting ready to judge the chili challenge. And like I was saying, you got to have goals in life. I've always wanted to judge stuff. You know I got to do the cranes, judge the cranes last year. And this year it's chili. Now I'm back. I'm going to go see I'm going to see who's next to me. Libby,
Hi.
Can you tell the people who you are?
My name is Libby Christensen. I'm the Family Consumer Science Agent with Routt County CSU Extension.
Now, have you ever judged chili before?
Only informally when friends have come over and brought multiple chilies, and then I get to judge them, but then it's more face-to-face, and so I've never done the anonymous style.
Hi everybody, I'm Maureen Topman with the Butler Did It Catering Company, here to taste all these yummy chilies and salsas, and they're amazing.
Oh, it's G1. I'm in. Oh, it's got a lot of things going on in there, if you can see it. I feel like there's a little dab of sour cream as well. There were some onions.
I really want to do the...
And I see some peppers. My head's already sweating. So. I got some cornbread too. They need to go pro with their cornbread. I don't know, they drizzled like a butter sauce on it. Bravo to cornbread with a dabble of the butter sweet sauce. Yummy. Giving it a 5. And now we got a cold beverage to cleanse his palate.
I just found an amazing salsa, number 1, that we really like. The consistency, everything about it's delicious.
It's chilled, and it's sweet. So I don't know. Again, almost like the green chili, I don't do sweet salsa often. This is pretty darn good. And it's chilled. I like what they did there. S1, I'm giving you a 5. So that was the chili, and as you see, my head is no longer sweating, and I got to say, that's something I want to get back and do again. The people were great, and what's also amazing is, as people were going through the farmer's market, they noticed the judges sitting, and they said, where do we get the chili? And then so they made their way around, and I got some chilies and beers, and I'm going to guess that it went over really well. Rock and I went over and spoke with Lisa afterwards, and here's the results of such chili challenge. The first place red, CW3? Nope. Smokehouse. Cornbread, CW3. Salsa, Need More Salsa, the mild. And the first place in green was Azteca, which was quite yummy. And then the People's Choice, the Cattle Women. I don't know if it was a red or a green. Could have been both. I know there were a couple of greens that got turned into red. I'm not sure how that happened. I think they thought they were supposed to make red, so we ended up with extra reds. And I can just say I ate a bunch of reds just because I didn't have to judge them. And it's amazing if any of you do cook chili. You know, you can do a thick chili that you can maybe, I don't know, spread on a hot dog or something, or make chili cheese dogs. But then as I was talking to Rock, there's a consistency. Some I wrote watery, but I guess that might mean thin as well, or soupy. And I'm not a big green chili guy. I never have been. I mean, maybe occasionally spread across the burrito or the eggs, right? The chili rellenos or something like that as well. And so I was quite impressed with the green chilies. And I'll eat any red chili pretty much, even if it's thick or thin. I'll eat it. Meats, beans, veggies, you name it. Cornbread was spectacular as well. So it was a great weekend. Kudos to those who got involved in the pick'em pool as well. Sorry, Troy Erlacher. You can't stop the cheese. And I want to say thank you to Facebook, YouTube, Chief Theater, the Chief, and all of you watching. Leaf Brookmeyer, get your baby yoga in. And to all our fans, I will leave you with this, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hello, Steamboat.